My name is Daudu Omoliko Felix. I'm here to share a tip or two with my colleagues, editors, film producers, content curators, directors, and what have you. It's such an important part of content creation these days. The international bodies, international media houses uh, are seriously bent on every project being closed captioned. And what we are more used to here is subtitles. And not just being closed captioned, it has to be done in a manner that the viewers reserve the right to disable or enable them. You remember how those are our old Indian films? You can go to your DVD and remove the subtitle or whatever. So I have something to share on that, how to create stuffs like that with your Premiere Pro. But before we start this, we first need to appreciate what we're doing by first identifying the line that exists between subtitle and a closed caption. Subtitle, in my own way of describing it, would be the provision of an alternative text for your dialogue of your video footage. The spoken word of characters, narrators, or other vocal participants, yes. It just dwells on that, and mostly it is done in another language different from what the original or spoken language is in such a video. Then white closed caption, on the other hand, does not only supplement for dialogue, but other relevant parts of the soundtrack, describing the background noise, phone rings, other audio cues. Especially subtitle assume an audience can hear the audio, but need the dialogue provided in text form as well. Meanwhile, closed caption assumes an audience cannot hear the audio and need a text description of what they would otherwise be hearing. So, as long as what you have in your clip, in your video, is in your story, or every sound in your story, you need to write them out. If a spoon drops and that spoon will be seen out by error, say take drop, it's a part of your story. You need to make it written out. And like I said, we're going to be doing this in a manner with our Premiere Pro, in a manner that our audience can dictate if they want it or not, because that is the whole essence of it. You need to be able to disable it. You don't embed it into your video. Once it's embedded, it's no longer a closed caption, it's called open captions. Thank you. Let's get started. We were sent an invitation that has this, and we have been directed to companies who can help us handle the closed captioning of our show. And this is a show that's like, I think we have 40 something episodes, and we are shooting more. So embarking on this BC will be quite huge on us. So I decided to learn how to do it myself. Now, once I click this caption requirement and resources, it takes me to this place. These are the three options: Express, Pro, Enterprise. Let's look at the list of them, which is Get Started, Express. When you click on Express, this is what it's going to cost us. When you're doing closed captioning with this company, 3Play Media, they are not sponsoring, they are not paying me, I'm just using it. Now my hand just go click their company. So, English captioning and transcription, they charge you $3 per minute. And if you're doing Spanish captioning, they charge you $4.5. Let's just leave it at English. If you're doing English, for instance, that means in a 25-minute show, you will be paying them $75 per episode. And you know what that means in Nigeria? At 360 naira per dollar, that's like 27k per episode. And if you have 10 episodes, that's 270k. If you have 40 episodes, like I said I have, baba, money don't go. So I felt this is something I should learn on my own and possibly share it with you guys. So let's get started. Thank you. Then we'll be using our YouTube, we'll come back to YouTube and see how we can use YouTube to generate our script in a very short scanning. Let's open a project. Now, this is a project. So we're doing this. Our closed caption starts from the montage itself. Now, when we want to start, you come to your new item rather. You go to Captions, click on Captions. This is where the work is. Standard. You ensure that your standard is in CEA 708. You can check your widescreen. Ensure that your stream is in service 1 and your frame rate conforms with the frame rate of your sequence. Thank you. Now it has been created. Once I click on it, something opens here. Immediately I clicked on it, something opened here. So it has been created here. Now I will drag this one from my project panel to my timeline above my wherever, and I run it through. I run this. Let me put some music icon there so that now. Now I've typed something which was supposed to be showing on my source monitor, but it's not showing. So this could be the reason. You come to setting, come to closed caption display, ensure that it's enabled. You go back and play what you typed. It's not still showing. You go back there again, go to that same place and check setting. You will see that my standard is not in the same standard setting I had. So I need to change it to 708. Then ensure that this is in service 1. Okay, you can see that something just popped up here. So now the montage ends here. So I drag this black portion to the end of where my montage ends.
Hi guys, welcome
to
another exciting episode of Urban Kitchen.
Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Urban Kitchen. Hi guys. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Urban Kitchen. I'm Chef Matera, your hostess. And
so you've done that. The next thing you click, select, ensure that your last text is being selected. You click on the plus sign to create a new one. You type in your whatever you want to type. You click a plus again. You type in whatever you want to type. You click a plus. You type in whatever you want to type. Sorry, you type in whatever you want to type. So they are being laid. Lay them there. So now you have them laid in this form. Let me check this. Okay. So now this is the thing. You will notice that my texts are either not in a very fancy font. I do not control the background or colors, and I do not control the position as well. This is the reason. It is left flat for your player to select. The essence, the beauty of closed captioning is to give your viewers that power or access to change something. So it's better you leave it flat. It is oftentimes left flat. So now you can see that it's been laid, it's been laid, it's been laid. So now the next thing is, how do we export these things that it is not embedded into the video? Now you select your timeline, you go to export media, making of a soup, cancel, making of a soup, come to your, let's pick this. Now this is where you do your work. You come to captions, you see effect, videos, audio, multiplexers, captions. You come to captions, export options, you choose curate CDK files. The file format pops up here. You choose the SRT format. Then it automatically changes your frame rate to conform with the frame rate of your, what's it called, project. Now you export. You hit export and you go. So this is where we have it in the folder. Let's open it with VLC. So VLC working. You can see the audio icon is positioned in the middle. The audio icon are in the middle of the screen as to where we had it in the timeline.
Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Urban Kitchen.
You can see the black backgrounds are gone.
From all over Nigeria.
So it comes flat for people to make their options. Let me kill the audio while we treat this. So just pay attention to the colors, to the text. Now you can, this is what I was saying, I could come here and say, subtitle track, I disable it. It's gone for good, which is the essence of it. If I want it back, I come back here and say subtitle, I pick track 1. So it's back. Sometimes picking it up back will be a bit difficult for your player. So, but you can disable and bring it back. Now, you can, your text size, you can make it smaller here. You can see it's gone smaller. You could come back and say larger. It's going to come back larger. It's larger here. You can come and say background opacity. You increase it. You can see that I have a more opaque background for the text. You can change your text color. You can change whatever you want to change in here. So then your background color as well, you can change it to red. That's just the beauty of closed captioning, and the international bodies requires this for us to move on. Now this is easy, like I said, if you were doing a film, because we want to believe that every film had a script that was written in soft copy, where your editor could just come back and instead of typing all these things here, instead of typing all this, he just comes back and copy paste as they talk. Now we do not have that in shows like this. We do not have such scripts in shows like this. This is what I did in generating my script. You know, YouTube, when you upload something into YouTube, it generates your closed caption for you, but sometimes where you foresee Pomo, if you call them another thing, where you foresee come, go change them to another thing, go change them for your own. So what I did is I have how to extract those texts from YouTube, which will be like 80 to 90% correct. Then I lay them wherever I see that YouTube for do mistake, I will correct them. So this is how you extract it from YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. So number one thing, you come to your icon here, you go to your Creator Studio. Let's pick one. Let's say this. I say edit. Then once this pops up, I go to subtitles and closed caption. Once this is up, if there was no closed caption to this video, you won't see this English automatic. This only happens when YouTube has verified your video. And how long does it take YouTube to verify your video? It takes 5 to 10 times the duration of your video to get verified. This is what I mean. If you upload a video of 2 minutes on YouTube, you have to wait for like 6 to 10 minutes before you can go back and say, where is the closed caption? So that's it. This is what I mean.
Everyone, and welcome to Urban Kitchen. Today we're going to be dancing some shaku as we're having a very spontaneous and exciting chef coming in all the way from Port Harcourt. I'm the shaku queen of the
So what I want to do now is to extract all this from YouTube. How do I get all
let me
this
just calm down.
to save me the time of typing and all the rest? So now I come and say, click on the English automatic. I click on edit again. It brings me here. So this is the place you correct wherever YouTube has done mistakes in your text. So you correct them here in case you are a YouTube user, unlike me. So you correct them here. You correct everything here. Now I don't want to correct. I want to grab them out. I just come to Action and say download. This is it here. I copy them in text, paste. So this can help your editor or whoever that is doing your closed caption to get this done easily with no stress, and I can guarantee that it's often 70 to 90% correct. Most times, yes, that is that. So that was how I got my text for the entire episodes, and I hope this is helpful. And the smartest one is that I might not even need to come to Premiere Pro at all to get my closed caption done. I will be sharing some tools with my people on how to boycott all these things. You can copy everything you've done on you can actually edit everything on your YouTube, edit them, edit everything. Once you're good with that edit, you download it, immediately you download it, you copy that same text into a site. I'm going to share this link with people to CRT. So once you click change from there, you click on convert my file, your file will be converted. Immediately it's converted, it will go into your download folder. So now it has done my closed caption without me using Premiere Pro. Let me play the episode with a VLC. Then I go to subtitle. Now it's playing. I go to subtitle. I say add titles, and choose where I have my caption, and I say open it. So that's that. Let's see how it solves my problem. So here is my Amazon video. I go to my edit. Yeah, I go to my episodic rather. I go to my episodic. You can see my first season. You can see that Amazon is telling me something is missing in episode 3. Yes, in episode 3, because the closed caption has not, Amazon will not post this thing if that closed caption is not done and done properly. You can see the caution flag is that missing element. Now I go to my one folder, choose that same thing, upload, then I hit save. I hit the save button. So it's telling me to choose my language. Frame rate, I change it to 25 frames. Language, you change it to English, you save. Although I had uploaded my video before now, so before going to generate it or whatever, so it's uploading. They will verify, and if it doesn't work, they will bounce it back immediately. And that was why we had issues uploading earlier than when we did. Yes, now it's done. So I can now publish for people to watch.